Famous Autopsies Part 24, where I break down celebrity autopsy reports. Ritchie Valens plane crash. This will get gruesome. Trigger warning. After performing at a winter dance party in frigid temps in Iowa, Ritchie and fellow musicians Buddy Holly and J.P. Richardson boarded a chartered plane. It couldn't hold much, and Ritchie secured his spot by winning a fateful coin toss. In the early morning hours of February 3, 1959, the plane departed for Fargo, North Dakota. Only a few minutes later, things went gravely wrong. Nobody knows exactly why, but the pilot lost control and violently crashed, killing himself and all 3 passengers. It was a snowy night, and it's speculated that low visibility may have played a role. Ritchie was the youngest passenger on board, dying at only 17. A full autopsy was never ordered initially, but the external examination is pretty vividly graphic. Ritchie was unrecognizable. The least catastrophic injuries included an obvious displaced fracture to his left forearm causing deformity, a 1-inch gash near his pinky on his left hand, and a badly fractured and deformed left upper femur or thigh bone. His lower right leg suffered a compound fracture where the severed bone was protruding from a large open wound. There were 2 long lacerations in his middle left shin. The most disturbing injuries observed were in his head region. First of all, the entirety of his head was badly crushed. He had a large gaping wound that took up his entire temple region on one side, revealing eviscerated brain matter. That means that a portion of his brain tissue had been exploded from his head, leaving mangled remnants. The right side of his face was near completely flattened, and his right eye socket was mangled, with his eyeball no longer intact and in place. None of his facial features were spared. The only good news that I can offer, if you can call it that, is that Ritchie didn't suffer. In all likelihood, he died immediately upon impact and his brain destroyed before nerves could transport signals. In other words, he didn't feel any physical pain.